Good morning, guys. All right, so today we are gonna do an August garden tour. I kind of skipped July. July got away from me. So we did one in June. I think that's all we've done. So we're gonna do one in August, and I'm gonna try to do one every month the rest of the year. So we'll see how I do with that. Anyway, the sun, I'm standing in the shade right now, but the sun kind of already got to the garden. It's almost 9 a.m. I meant to get out here earlier, but what else? So we're gonna start over in the sun and work our way to the back. I'm just gonna go bag by bag, row by row, container by container, tell you what's in them. We've got some amazing things happening right now. Okay, let's go to the front and let's get into it. All right, let's start with this row here, and then we'll come back down, and then we'll go back up and come back down and go back up. So first are my eucalyptus trees. These are doing so good. This is I think it's baby blue bouquet eucalyptus. I have two. All of this green stuff in here, most of it is jewels of opar, which makes a really pretty flower. This container here that's covered with the row cover, I planted some Styrian holus. It's a pumpkin that has holus seeds that make it easier for roasting and eating, but nothing has come up, and I did that on the 16th of August. Today is the 24th, so I may have to reseed that. My banana pup is doing amazing. Look at this. I got this at the last plant swap. So good. So proud of that. And then this container here, the next three have my roselle hibiscus in them. I want you to see how gorgeous the flower is. Isn't that pretty? So these are in the okra family. You can tell they look kind of like okra. And all of my roselle, yeah, it looks like all three plants have fruit. So this is the calyx here. Now the red ants love them. I get bit every time I pick one of these. So this is the calyx that you use for hibiscus tea. Hibiscus, yep, there's red ants on there. Ah, get off. Anyway, so you peel the little fleshy part off, and that is what you dry for tea. Or you can boil it and make a, jamaica, add sugar to it, make like a simple syrup, make a sweet drink, make some jam. It's delicious and beautiful. Oh, and the bees love it. Bees love it. This first pot here, though, also has some celosia and some Love Lies bleeding amaranth. Now, the Love Lies bleeding amaranth never really did take off and get very big. The celosia is doing wonderful and has reseeded everywhere. So there's the celosia. It's supposed to be pampas plume celosia. That's what was on the botanical interest packet, but it's not making the pampas plumes. It's making more of a regular celosia type bloom. So anyway, so that's the roselle. And then I have my okra. My okra is not getting very tall. I'm going to tell you what, the tallest okra that I have is over in the potager, and it's the dwarf long green. So my dwarf okra is doing better than my regular okra here. It's got to be the soil that's in these bags. That's the only way I can explain anything going on in this garden. It's just the crap soil in these bags. And I actually did not put any of my special amendments and do all the things I did to the other bags with the peppers and eggplant. So I think they would be doing better if I'd have done that. And I have several different kinds of okra here. It's kind of hard to read the tags. Alabama red okra. Louisiana 16-inch. I don't think I've gotten a 16-inch okra yet. Here, red burgundy okra. It's a red burgundy okra. And then this other one is Burmese. The Burmese has been pretty good. I really like the Burmese okra. And then this bag here, Hill Country Red and Louisiana Green Velvet. This Louisiana Green Velvet, the red ants have just been destroying it. Every one that I get, the red ants start moving into it. I don't know what they're doing. They like that one. It's weird. Okay, this giant tall, that's got to be at least 8 feet tall. That's my white chia. It's like crazy tall. It has not flowered yet, but man, it's up there. And then I have more okra here. Oh, how pretty. See, you can see how this okra flower is very similar to the roselle hibiscus over there. That's beautiful. Let's see, what okra is this? I think this is Star of David. Yeah, this one is Star of David. And then the other one is white velvet. White velvet over here. I really like the white velvet one as well. And then this little bean teepee here. This is that Good Mother Stallert, which is a really pretty bean. Anyway, there's the bean. These 3 bags, I have a project for these, so we'll have to wait on that. This is where I had my very first gazania. It's done now, but I'll insert a picture. And we're about to have a second one here. Gazanias are so beautiful. I will always grow them now. I'm so happy, so happy. And I planted my silver sunflowers there. This sunflower was beautiful, big and beautiful. But I'm going to tell you, all of these little kernels in here, they're all duds. It didn't get pollinated. All of these are empty. I think I found 2 that had something in it, but they're for the most part empty, which is why I'm thinking the birds aren't coming to it, because they know it's empty. It's just sitting here. Nobody's eating it. And then I have some Parisian Tonda di Parigi carrots in here. They're kind of doing something. I have my alpine strawberries. I need to dig them out of there and put them in here. These are my regular strawberries from my potager that I dug up and put in here. I don't know the variety, but there they are. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this container and then we'll move up that way. So this container here has mainly green beans in it, contender green beans and provider, I believe. There's a little bean skipper moth that this beans are their host plant, and it is just being torn up. I also have a grasshopper in here, so it's a combo. We've got a twofer. But I do have some beans. They've lasted all summer. I was gonna take them out, but then they started to flush back again, and there are flowers everywhere. Just so many flowers. That dog. Behind the beans, I have a Kiku chrysanthemum melon that's doing really well. It really took off. And I have a melon that I think is ready. So we will be harvesting that today. I put some holy basil. I wrapped some holy basil around it, so if the squirrels come up to it, all they can smell is holy basil. I'm hoping that works. It's kept it safe so far. And then I have 2 more little melons here, a little tiny one here, and then a little bit of a bigger one there, and more holy basil. These are some little alpine strawberries that are flowering right now. Cuteness. It's a little strawberry. So we'll go this way. Chloe. Here are my fall tomatoes. So this one is Dean's Chocolate Salty Balls. I have 2 here. More here. Very strong, healthy. Dean's Chocolate Salty Balls. Next one is Uluru Ochre. Nice stocky plant. Oh, this one here is flowering. This is one that I planted in the spring and it never did anything. This is Dwarf Emerald Giant. And I planted the seed probably in January. And then these plants came out into the garden, I don't know, March maybe, end of February. And we finally, after I fertilized, I had to fertilize with all of my amendments that I did. We finally started to get some nice flowers, and it looks like we do not have a fruit. I just knocked that off. I think we'll get some fruit though, I think. Yeah, I think we will get some fruit. Next, we're gonna get into our peppers and eggplants here. This is the chocolate cake. So this will be my second one. I did not get to eat the first one because I let it rot. I know, you're allowed to yell at me, it's okay. This one here is elephant ears pepper. There we go, we have several. Looks like I have at least 3. There's a good one, that's a good size one. See, they're kind of flat, like an elephant ear. That's pretty. Next, we have an eggplant. This is Rosita. And I'm pretty sure I had an eggplant on here. I'm thinking the squirrels are starting to steal my eggplant since I don't have any more melons for them ready. This next one here is long purple eggplant. And it's not very long. And it used to be more purple, but there it is. We're probably gonna pick that today. And then over here, oh, see, my roselle hibiscus is leaning. We had a storm the other day. that broke off a big tree in our backyard. I'll have to show you that footage. It broke off about, I don't know, 10 feet up. That tree's completely hollow in the middle. Completely hollow. But we had a big oak tree fall. The wind got crazy, and so this tree is like leaning that way into the walkway, so I need to stand that back up. Anyway, it's covering my eggplant. This is more long purple eggplant. I didn't realize I had 2 grow bags with long purple, but there's the other one there, and there's one down here and one here. So yeah, I need to pick these. They're getting too old. Next eggplant's a very pretty one. This one is Rosa Bianca. Look at that, isn't that pretty? That's beautiful. And then we have another small one over there. It's more Roselle. Hello. All right, here we have a bag that has a pepper and a tomato. The pepper is Serrano Tompequeño, and I have some little baby Serranos. And then the tomato, oh, I'm gonna have to redo that sign. What is that? Oh, Little Red Corvette. So I need to redo that sign, but there's Little Red Corvette. There's my dwarf peach that I got at the last plant swap. Here's some very sad corn. I did all that blue dent corn, or rainbow, was it rainbow? It's the one that's supposed to have the rainbow leaves. Well, all of them died except for 2. So I'm taking all that out, and I think I might do potatoes in there. Next container is my baby boo pumpkin, which the plant is doing okay. The vine borer hasn't completely destroyed it, but I'm not getting any female flowers, so that sucks. Here's my pineapple. Has a bunch of little ornamental pineapples on it. This one's about ready to pick. That's about as big as they get. This really spiky ornamental one, and we have them everywhere. This one's flowering right now. You can see there you go. You can see the flowers on it. Those little purple things are the flowers. There's another good sized one there. And then these are some of the pups that I've harvested off of this one. This is the spiky one. These are the pups. And then this pineapple here is different. It's not as spiky. It's not sharp. And I got all of these I got these plants from Gary. I'm just making more as I go. This pot here is my Minnesota midget melon. Oh, looks like I have several little melons. Yep. Got some little melons going, which is good. I picked one, and it just wasn't ready yet, but I picked it before the squirrels could get it, but I opened it and it wasn't ready. This is my Big Zac tomato. This was for my hashtag Tomato Challenge 2025. It's a pretty good sized plant, but the squirrels kept taking the tomatoes, and right now there are no tomatoes. It's still alive and it's doing well. It's flowering, but no tomatoes. All right, next we have another Little Red Corvette right here, and there are tomatoes on it. There we go. There's Little Red Corvette. Now this plant is suffering quite a lot, actually. It's not looking too healthy. It's getting diseased. So I probably need to come out here with some copper fungicide, see if I can nip that in the bud. But anyway, excited to have fall tomatoes. This is also Little Red Corvette. And then here we have violet sparkle pepper. Look at that cute little pepper. So we'll pick that today. And there's a second one. This one isn't ready because it doesn't have the purple streaking on it. Still a very small plant. I'm just happy it's producing fruit. Next is an eggplant. This is my Green Knight, and we do have a green eggplant. Isn't that pretty? So that'll be ready to pick in just a couple of days. And it's full of flowers, and look how big everything has gotten since I fertilized. This eggplant is huge, and this next one as well. This one I'm a little sad I let it go so long. It was a lot shinier, but it's still got some shine to it. We're gonna pick this one today as well. This is Rosita, and it is very Rosita, very rosy. And then we have another small one there. All right, in this grow bag, we have a dwarf called Eagle Smiley, one of my fall dwarfs. This one's doing really well. The other one died. Like, it literally shriveled up and died from, I don't know, some sort of disease. That's crazy. This pepper is my Pippin's Golden Honey. So it starts out kind of a greenish and then goes to purple. And then it'll go to an orange. Look at that, like a golden honey color. So we'll probably pick that one today, but it's full of fruit. So happy with this, and it's getting really tall. So fertilization does work, people. Fertilization, good soil. If you put it in crap soil, they're not gonna perform. And then this is my Texorexa Rio pepper. Got the seeds from Genjoy. Look how pretty these are. That is such a pretty pepper. Yeah, they're kind of long and gnarly. They kind of remind me of Jimmy Nardello's. So this is a sweet pepper. And then here we have more Uluru Ochre, which I need to spray this one as well. We're getting some, what I'm assuming is some sort of late blight, but these are looking really good. This next one here, there's some basil in here, but I also have two, and I'm not sure what kind of basil that is. The basil looks amazing though, wow. Let's see. Oh, that smells so good. That smells really good. I'm not sure what it is though. But the two tomatoes I have in here are the Supremo Bush Roma, and they're doing amazing. Chloe, this one's already started flowering. So yeah, these are the fall tomatoes that we just did, a few weeks back. Next pot here is a Verdaucify right here tomato, which I need to spray. There's two Verdaucifys and then some holy basil. I do know this is holy basil. This long container here, I took out a bunch of holy basil. This thing was completely covered in just like 3 massive holy basil plants. So I took those out last weekend and I planted some more squash. But, okay, I do see 2 seeds. I was like, these things are taking their time coming up. But there's a seed right there that came up, and then one right there that came up. So that's green scallop, Bennings, white scallop, and then yellow scallop. This tall tomato here is a red viper dwarf. It's a pretty tall dwarf. I did not like this tomato in all my taste tests. It tasted bland and boring and just kind of blech. But the plant is so healthy, I didn't take it out. I know, well, there's some rot, but overall it's a very healthy plant and I just couldn't take it out. It's still gonna produce for the fall. There's some feverfew down here, and then I planted some more Verdaucify. We've got 2 more Verdaucify. In this pot, I have a Stony Brook Speckled, which was one of my fall tomatoes. It's suffering. It's not doing too well, but it's alive. And then we've got some holy basil and I think some dark opal basil hybrid that came up from last year. I just potted the seedling up in here and it's doing really well. Next, that's a container of soil and rainwater that just turned into muck, and I don't want to get rid of it because I actually water my plants with it and top dress with it. I figure it's good stuff. This is my dwarf mint streak, which definitely needs some sort of spraying. The plants are nice and stalky, but they're not really thriving right now, so we need to treat that. Next is a variegated pepper, beautiful variegated pepper. This is hybrid candy cane chocolate cherry. Beautiful variegation on the leaves. I don't have any peppers right now, but it is variegated. It's quite beautiful. Next is Golden Cow Wonder. This one has not really taken off since being fertilized. A lot of the other peppers really did take off. Really took off. But, not everyone can be a winner. This next one here is Goliath Sweet Hybrid. There we go. That's going to be a yellow. Look at that. It's got a little sun scald right there. But very nice looking peppers. Got quite a few of them. And then here we have Hybrid Red Impact. So this is going to be a red pepper. Look at the size of that. These are probably my biggest peppers right now. I have 2 of them. And the stake, it's come unstaked from the stick. So I need to stake that back up right there. All right, next. This is a hot pepper. This is a Sugar Rush Stripey. It's got a little burn on the tip. Could be a little bit of blossom end, I don't know. I have 2 peppers, but I don't see a lot of striping. They have the look of a Sugar Rush peach, and they do look hot. That looks like a hot pepper, but I don't see stripes yet. Next is a dwarf tomato, 1999, looking very diseased. It's got flowers on it. Oh, I just broke that off. Looks like it would have been a tomato. I just broke it off. Anyway, that tomato doesn't look good. And then my Peter pepper. I'm hoping I get a Peter pepper just because I think it would be funny to have a Peter-shaped pepper. So we'll see if we get one. And then here I have a little assortment of 3-gallon grow bags. And in them I have a Maglia rosa patio tomato, which has got some disease. We'll treat that today. I've got a grapefruit mint from my bestie Cece, and it is flowering. Look at those pretty flowers. And then some Nabucco evergreen bunching onions here, and the same bunching onions here. These are doing really well since I fertilized. And then I have some parsley. This is Big Italy parsley. It's my first time growing parsley from seed, and it's doing really well. And then I have another Maglia rosa patio tomato here, which I have been eating these. This is the only tomato I think I have that's been producing nonstop. So I could definitely recommend this one for hot Texas summers. This round container here had my cosmos in it, and it was a really beautiful cosmos. But they are since starting to die out. They don't look so good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut all of this out of there and probably do potatoes. So this big round one and that big round one might be potatoes. They might be something else. I could do more corn. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, this pot here, the one I already showed you that has Big Zac in it, also has a bunch of different basils. We've got some lettuce leaf basil in here, and then I think some spicy globe. But yeah, oh, it smells good. This pot here has my lemon drop melon in it. I did get one, and it was trapped underneath this white fabric and it rotted, so I never got to eat it. So I had the fabric to protect it from the squirrels, but that didn't work out so well. Behind the pineapple, I have some mint, unknown mint that I got at the fall plant swap last year, and it smells really good smelling mint, real strong. Oh yeah, that smells nice. So this pot here has my hominy melon. Look at that, the bees are getting in there. That's good. But I can't seem to get a damn melon, okay? I have a lot of female flowers, and they just never produce. There's one that's turning yellow, so that didn't make it. I've got 4 or 5 other females on here that looked like they got pollinated, but they just never did make anything. That one didn't make it. I just can't seem to get a melon. The plant looks okay. It's got a little bit of disease. I'll trim all those leaves off. There's one that looks like it might do something. There's one there. And there's a couple of more females there. So it's not like I don't have female flowers. I have female flowers. This one looks the most promising. So cross your fingers for that one. This is my double red sweet corn that I planted. I planted 40 seeds last weekend, and I've probably only got 12 that came up, maybe 15, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, I got 22, 23. 23 out of 40 came up, but better than nothing, I guess. This way, this little 3-gallon bag has one of my dwarf long green okras in it. Now, it didn't get as big as the okra that's in the protege. That'll be in the next tour because of the soil. It's just was in crappy soil, and I had to fertilize it before it took off. Here's one of my figs. I did move one of my figs out here. I believe the consensus is it's a brown turkey. It's just a really small fruited brown turkey because it's in a pot. So probably by this time next year, my figs will be in the ground. I just need to find the right place to put them. Let's get back into the correct row. This dwarf tomato I need to stake because it's leaning terribly. But it is very, very healthy. Yeah, it's starting to get warped the habit of it because it's been leaning and the leaves are trying to curl upwards. So now it's got a kind of a crank to it. I don't want that. Anyway, it's flowering quite profusely and it's so healthy. This is another $19.99. It's doing really well. This pepper here is 7-pot brain strain. Looking so much better. Oh, that fertilization I did was just the right thing for it. Just the right thing. So usually these really extremely hot peppers, they start maturing towards fall, and I usually get fruit in the fall, not so much in the summer. So this one here has some beautiful peppers on it. I'm just so excited to have all these peppers. Look at these bell peppers. These are early summer hybrid. And this is gonna be a yellow. It's so pretty. So pretty. This one here, this pepper plant has really taken off. Gosh, it's gotten so bushy and big. This is Criolla de Cocina, which is a little red sweet pepper. I don't see any peppers yet, but we do have lots of flowers, so that's kind of fun. And then my banana pepper has been doing amazing since I fertilized. I've been harvesting probably a dozen banana peppers or so. This one I left on for too long because I was waiting to film. You know me, kind of looks like a carrot. But the sweet banana peppers in these 2 baskets are doing great. I think I will fertilize again. If you can tell, they look kind of yellow. And I don't like that. They should be more of a, you know, a darker green, kind of like that. So we will do some fertilizing. Here we have a kookaburra cackle. Dwarf. The other one died. And I think this one was the healthier looking one. That one died. That one's okay. We are going to treat it because it looks like it's getting some rot, some blight of some sort. And I don't want that. And then we have more of that dark basil that the bees just love. The bees are all over these flowers. Now, my problem child that was causing all of the disease when all of my tomatoes and mints were in this tray. These Ace 55 were, I think they were the ones diseasing everyone. And look at them. I planted them in this pot and they're all, except for maybe this one has a little bit of life to it. They're all like dead. They're just, yeah. So that's disappointing right there, but is what it is. I've got a pot of struggling zinnia, which I think I'm going to take that out and repot it with something fun. Speaking of fun, we've got David Austin roses here that are doing really well. Let's see, this one here is the Generous Gardener. This is a climbing rose. So as soon as I have that, that dumb greenhouse finished, it's not finished. Anyway, whatever. That's gonna go over by the greenhouse. This one here, oh, it's doing so amazing right now. This is Princess Alexandria of Kent. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And they smell wonderful. Oh, that smells so good. And we have many, many blooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. She's doing really well. She's happy in that pot. So glad I potted those up. Next pot here is Harlow Carr. Harlow Carr is barely making it. Her little, you know, root stem here looks dead, but she's got one stick still going. And there's a 5-year warranty on those, so hopefully she makes it. And we'll just go ahead and do this one since we're over here in this beautiful, this is Claire Austin. Beautiful white, creamy, buttery white. Nice. There's a new one. Look at that glow. Almost glows at the bottom. That's so pretty. Anyway, she smells wonderful. They all smell wonderful. I do have a dwarf controversy left in here. I need to pot that somewhere. Let's do this long container here. This is New Zealand spinach. A very good hot weather spinach that is not mucilaginous. It's a little salty. It's very good. Chloe! It has been reseeding in here. We've got little babies. I wasn't sure. Oh, that's not one, but that is. These I need to get planted. They're still in their little 4-inch pots, but they've started to root in to this container here. But yeah, let me pull this out for you. This is my Tokyo Bacana mustard. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful little mustard. Anyway, it's like ready to eat, but I need to go ahead and plant it. I need to plant it. I don't think I want it here though. That's why it's not planted. Tokyo Bacana. I mean, that's ready. I would buy that in the store. Anyway, I have a bunch of them. So one of these days, we're gonna get those planted in something. Maybe I'll put it on the top tier, that orange one on the top. I don't know. These other things are just little bunching onions. These are Tokyo long bunching onions, and they've actually reinvigorated recently. That's good. Okay, let's see, is that, oh, that is a project coming soon. So this is a product review. That's coming soon. This is my junk. This is where I junk up everything, because you know me, there's nothing in that pot yet. I'm gonna plant that up with something, not sure yet. But I have some evening primrose that I need to get planted in a pot. And then I have, this is a mystery pepper. I think it's a lemon something, like a lemon drop pepper. But anyway, I just had found it in a little 4-inch pot. And since I've planted it in this grow bag since last week, it has really taken off. That looks so good. Like it's literally doubled in size since I planted it last week. So that's good. And I'm gonna take my drink because I've been talking a lot. This little rectangular pot here is full of lavender. Hold on. So here we have some lavender, Munstead lavender that I did last year. So this is overwintered. It's got a little bit woody at the bottom, but still alive. I'm real proud of that, especially in Texas. Okay, let's go back down this row. So this first pot here has a pepper and a tomato. So this is my datil pepper. No peppers yet. This one is in shade for more of the day than some of the other ones, so it's a little bit slower. And then this is another dwarf mint streak. They're bunking together. Next, we have Lesia pepper. My first Lesia pepper was smaller than this little nugget, but they're starting to get a little bigger because the plants are getting a little bigger, a little healthier. So that's my Lesia. That's a sweet pepper. And then here is one of my jalapenos. This is Craig's Grande. I've got one that's already turned red. Need to pick that. So these Craig's Grandes, they're not that grande, but it's still jalapenos, and I have quite a few of them. It's doing really well. Now this one is a Megatron jalapeno, and these are getting really big. Look at that. This one's already starting to turn. Look at that, the size of that pepper. That's got some size to it. And there's 3 good sized peppers. Next is what is supposed to be Mulatto Islena, but is most likely Shishito. Pretty sure it's Shishito, but that's okay. I guess the wrong seeds got in my gardener packet. It happens. Oh, this next one is fun. I like this one a lot. Haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited for it. This is my lemon spice jalapeno, and look. Isn't that fun? Yeah, lemon spice jalapeno. And it's full of fruit, full of fruit. There's 2 down at the bottom that are ready, and then the rest are just kind of this pale limey green right now. So we'll pick those today. And then my Black Beauty eggplant has put on another fruit. I've gotten one already, one big one. Looks like these next one are gonna be a lot smaller. That's okay. Yeah, they're still pretty. All right, now, last row, here we go. We've already talked about the dwarf long green okra. This was some honey nut squash that just never took off. And then some leftover rattlesnake pole beans that kind of survived the summer, and they're blooming again. So we will replant something in there. Maybe I'll try more honey nut, but I don't think we have 100 days left till next frost, so we'll see. And then these 4 containers here are squash that I planted, and I did have the white covers on them, but I decided to take it off because all of these are going to come out. They're not doing anything. They are getting very big and very leggy, and I think I have had 0 female flowers. Chloe, stop. zero female flowers on any of these. And I don't even remember the names. I think there's some golden zucchini, there's some black beauty, and I think there's some sort of patty pan. I don't have the names anymore, but they don't matter because they're all coming out, okay? They're all coming out. I'm not doing it. Not holding on to these things that are not performing. There are like no female flowers at all. Nothing. Yeah, okay. And then we have another jalapeno here. These are my kitchen jalapenos. I saved seed from some jalapenos we bought at the store, and they're actually pretty good sized jalapenos. That's a good sized jalapeno. That's decent. So yeah, these were free. Didn't even have to pay for, well, I had to buy the jalapenos, but I could have had probably 3,000 plants from all the seeds I took out of them. That one's stuck. There we go. Anyway, lots of jalapenos. This is my cactus that I got at the plant swap. I did not want it. It was forced upon me. But it's doing really well, but I'm gonna have to move it. I brushed up against it the other day, and I was wearing some soft pants. I wasn't wearing jeans, but I was wearing some soft pants. And somehow I had a bunch of little sticker prickles that kept getting into my skin through my pants. And I think it's because I walked past this thing. So be very careful with that. Here's some more dwarf tomatoes for the fall. This is my dwarf Kodiak King. Doing okay, just okay. Now this one is kind of a favorite, but I wish it would put out more fruit. This is my orange ground cherry, and I ate 3 of them yesterday. There's one more right there. They are very tasty. They're very sour. It's very much like a very sour orange, like if you eat a mandarin that's not quite sweet yet. It's a sour, I like it. It's a very interesting flavor. But since I fertilized, it has really taken off. I just need it to give me a little bit more fruit, please. A little bit more. And then this grow bag here, I think this is, oh here, yeah, Rosella Purple. This is the one I got from Texas Garden Guy, and it just won't do anything. It's that soil. It's got to be that soil. It won't do anything at all. I probably need to take it out and maybe just put in some potatoes or something. Anyway, I'll probably do that. All right, this big 20-gallon grow bag here that's still in the shade. This is Henry Harrington's Bush Cherry, and I put 4 of them in here. So it is a dwarf. I think it's labeled a micro dwarf, but my friend Heidi said that for a micro dwarf, it got like really big for her, like really tall. And then I have a bunch of peppers, stunted peppers that never did anything, and I just didn't have the heart to take them out. But there's stunted peppers in here too. And then my collards. These are my Georgia collards from last year. They've actually started growing again and getting attacked again. I almost took them out, and I still might take them out. I can't decide. They won't die, and whenever I think of taking them out, they start to like regrow, and then I keep them, and then they do something like this, and I'm like, well, I should take them out. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Anyway, last, I forgot a couple of things. These are my sweet potatoes in this barrel. I just put these sticks in here yesterday. These are old broom handles. You know, I use everything around here. So old broom handles, what I want to do so that I don't want the sweet potato vines to cover my whole garden, I'm going to start wrapping them up this way. This is my elderberry. Elderberries are really great in that pot. I'm going to need to pot it up soon though, before probably this fall. It needs to go in one of the 7-gallon pots. I think that's like a 3-gallon. It's too small. And then my calendula over here still hanging on, which is crazy. It's barely, but it's still got some green on it, so that's calendula. Oh, and I did plant some Siam Queen basil over here to help camouflage my melons from the squirrels. So we'll see how well that works. Yeah, okay. That's it. I think I got everything this time. Also, the irrigation system is working beautifully. I have almost every single container with drip in it. I need to do some of the bigger, I need to do that one. And I need to do all of these along the back. I don't have drip in those yet. There's drip into most of the roses. I need to get drip into those long trays. But yeah, everything's doing really well. And I'm not going to keep yapping because this video is long enough. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this. Next, we're going to go into the potager and do that one. So that'll be a separate video. So thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one real soon. Okay, bye.